Marshall Thundering Herd. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on another team from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. Out of the end zone. He gets a block. Out of the... Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Thundering Herd offense takes the field for the first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show for this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Brown will throw it. Looking left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Marshall will be forced to punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So the Georgia State Panthers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Quick release by the QB. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Still looking on the move. Quarterback gets the first down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And the Panthers moving quickly to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball. The thundering herd offense coming out. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Turning it on! Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Brown wants to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give on the inside. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They started this drive with a big play, but now they need a conversion to keep it alive on third down. Finds his target down the middle. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Motion from the wide receiver. The receiver on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's chat for a minute about Marshall. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a three-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into training.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Marshall!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Off play action. Snagged in the middle. It's Foster. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll send the back in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the big fella. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Panthers in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit. Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert third and 4. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Panthers are rolling down the field. On the run, it's Murray. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. From the 47-yard line on first and 10. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Panthers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He'll keep it himself. Inside the 25. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Blasted as he lets it go. Wide open downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Sophomore stopping him short of the first down line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The play action fake. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock it down back into 16.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
It's third and goal and third and long. Motion from the wideout. Keeps it on the bootleg. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
This defense is playing excellent on this drive here at critical down and distances. Second and goal and third and goal. They're able to get sacks and push the offense back, now forcing a field goal try.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They're quickly in a 10-point hole, trailing 17-7 and needing to put together a drive. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. The give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Marshall needs a near miracle on this 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. After the miss on 3rd down, the punt team is on the field. Looks it in at the 40. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. The read option right to start this drive. And he's hit and taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. He'll keep it on the sneak. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period, first down here. Off the play fake on first down, to throw. And the defense making a play of getting a hand on that pass. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Marshall comes to the line facing third and long. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the right. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Sometimes in life, there's only one thing to do. Punt. And they should punt. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. He leaves it with his back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The run from the shotgun. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and it'll be enough for the first down. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Foster. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the back. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. The screen, and watch out. Oh, he's got some space. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
2nd down coming up. Back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Murray. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. It out of the air. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. A first down run in the red zone. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fires to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Touchdown, Georgia State. And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
How do you not love it when they use the big fullback? Reward the big fella for doing the dirty work and blocking every play, every play. You don't want to account for him? We'll slip him out, throw him the football. He walks into the end zone for 6.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. LSU is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Bayou Bengals have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Alabama. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. Brown wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Smashes through the tackle. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They'll run the read option to the left to start the drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it from the gun. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Bully ball on 3rd and short. There he goes. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. Rides to back and leaves it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll try the run. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Back to the ground game on the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Brown will throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. He's got it. And defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. To the air on 1st down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught over the middle. It's 4. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Floyd. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Ryan. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Brown wants to pass. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Absolutely center cut.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. A very conservative approach here, just taking the knee and heading to the locker room. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones C. Edwards Stadium.
Ready to start things here in the 2nd half. Georgia State about to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will... Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah.
Turning it on! Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down.
Definitely.
And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Well, a play like that's going to force the defense to second-guess whether they want to play man-to-man coverage against guys with speed like that. One-on-one to the perimeter, you run the go route, quarterback puts a ton of air under it, and they come up with a huge play.
Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. So now it's 2nd and long. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. keep it on the ground. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Motion from the wideout. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
The Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Lets it fly. That pass is incomplete. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out. It breaks into the open. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. Using his legs, it's Quinn. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Brown wants to pass. Pressure coming. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a man miss. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll run the toss. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the 1st down. And the Panthers are moving quickly down the field. Running to the left. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Finds a little space. There he goes. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. The quick out. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Going for the marker on the ground. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll leave it with him. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Georgia State comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Touchdown, Georgia State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. LSU is just getting blown off the field today. It's like they haven't even been competitive. How'd you like to be the network censor on the coaches show this week? They're trailing by 17 to Alabama. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking for a gap. It's Quinn.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
We've reached the break. Georgia State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. Brown will throw it. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the 1st down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Bringing the heat. Caught in the backfield, it's Quinn. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown! Thundering herd! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And he tacks on the extra point. So a drive there of 84 yards. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Got enough for the 1st. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Back to pass on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
From the gun, running back on the move. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. On the read, running to the left. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Panthers are facing 3rd and inches. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Throws to the wideout. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. All down at the 31-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work.
Listen, the enemy is the clock, right? You're down by 2 scores. You've got to make something happen. Really, really good job by the defense, forcing the turnover, getting the ball back to your offense. Now you got to go score, and I got to get one more stop.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Rushes on him. That's caught. It's Ryan. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Brown wants to pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Marshall comes to the line facing third and long. Wants to throw again. Caught in the backfield. It's Quinn. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Holds it in the first down and more. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Power football with the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Marshall trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Now the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with an L.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Got his man on the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering herd offense coming out. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Got it in the middle. It's Floyd. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Returns it inside the 30 to the 29, and after the interception, they'll try to cash it in with a score.
It's such a hard time. You know the clock's ticking. You know you're down. You got to force the ball down the field. But guess what? So does the defense. They knew the vertical routes were coming. They broke on the football, and that does not look good for this ball game.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. Turning it on. Past the 1st down marker and still running. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Got the quick pass. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Ineligible safety, downfield.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They might want to find a way to put it in drive and go forward. It's 3rd and 16. Sends it back in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The kick is on its way. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. It's complete to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Brown will throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Pulls it in. It's Quinn. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. So it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. He's got him this time. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Looking to throw again. Unleashes one deep. Throw into the end zone. And it's picked off. Spinderella. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
And it's nice to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You could tell they took advantage of that, played great D, broke on the football, and forced the INT and put one nail in the coffin.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just getting the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.